No, we've just got news before I go across to Ambassador Ashok Sajjanar. We've just got news coming to you, Vikram Singh ji and Ambassador Ashok Sajjanar. Now, we're given to understand that Gurpatwant Pannun has actually confessed Justin Trudeau's support. Now, this is word coming through via our investigations editor, Group Editor Security, Manoj Gupta here, and this is a CNN News 18 exclusive. Pannun, in his statement and that address, has said that Prime Minister Trudeau has created a more open conversation around Bharat and its handling of the Khalistani independence movement, while allowing its supporters to become more vocal without the fear of retribution. Now, on multiple occasions, we've broken the story of how Trudeau is actually openly pandering to these elements, these secessionist elements, and allowing their movement freely in Canada. And more importantly, not cooperating in investigations despite the fact that they are declared proclaimed offenders and under investigation and with RCNs against them. Now, Ambassador Ashok Sajjanar, why will Canada do it? Clearly, it's more to it than just $20,000.
No, definitely it's much more than $20,000. First of all, Anand, thank you for having me on your show. You know, I think there are a large number of, not in terms of pressure, but large number of incentives for many of these people who are involved. You know, as has been mentioned, and it has been my personal experience also, in a large number of countries that I've worked, whether it is in Washington, D.C., whether it is in Brussels, or some of the other places, that ISI is number one, very, very active. ISI is, they are looking for obviously opportunities, the way they can malign India, the way they can work against India, and of course, the manner in which India has been growing over the last several years. That is obviously anathema to them. In the United States, there have been people, Ghulam Nabi Fai, who was working on the issue of Kashmir. And even in the European Parliament, when I was in Brussels, he was the one who was active. And he would not acknowledge or accept that he was receiving funding from the ISI. But in the United States, it was proven there was a case against him. He was charged and then he was convicted for this, having accepted money and funds from the ISI. So that is definitely one particular angle as far as Canada is concerned and as far as the Khalistan bogey there is concerned. Secondly, you would recall that when, this whole issue of India's alleged involvement in the killing of this Harjeet Singh Nijjar was concerned, and the matter was brought to India in front of Indian officials, what the Indian official spokesperson had said, that these charges are absurd and they are motivated. What our External Affairs Minister has said, that India does not engage itself in such activities. So, as far as India is concerned, it is clear that we are not involved in it. But when we say that it is politically motivated, it means there are political compulsions of Justin Trudeau. All of us know that he...
But Ambassador Sajjanar, I regret my interruption there.
No, please.
But please explain to us and to our viewers, how is this helping our cause? How is the statement and position that we're taking, and how is it that allowing such elements a free run on Canadian soil with a huge Indian diaspora, how is this helping our cause? Aren't they somewhere...
it is... You're very right. You're very right, Anand, when you say that, we have to, put pressure, we have to apply pressure as far as Canada is concerned. And, that this environment of permissiveness that is prevailing, that is pervading in Canada, I don't think that can be allowed to go on for any longer, because, when we have... whether it is the images of the Prime Minister, of the External Affairs Minister, of our High Commissioner, they are put on posters and there are calls.
No, he has, sir, yesterday, and there are more rallies. We are given to understand that they have now promised him, and he's announced that they are actually allowing him more rallies in some of these regions. He has openly said that in Edmonton and some of the other places, he is going to create, he's going to get more permissions to carry out more rallies, and they're going to extend it. Now, this is something which should be a concern for all of us. And he has said, as an American citizen, he is telling Canadians that I will reward anybody who gets an Indian diplomat in handcuffs.
So I think this really brings out, Anand, the hypocrisy of the Canadian authorities, particularly Mr. Justin Trudeau, when he says that, we are going to allow freedom of speech, freedom of expression. But this is not freedom of speech. This is, inciting violence. This is threatening. This is intimidating. And this is last time also he had offered $40,000 for killing any of these main people that, definitely, India's pressure against against Canada and against these elements, that has to continue. India cannot backtrack on what it has done. And I think we can see that whether it is in terms of seeking parity as far as the diplomatic representation in the two countries, whether it's in terms of numbers or level of representation, I think all that is there.
No, but the fact is he's an American citizen, and we have not raised this issue with the Americans yet. We have not raised it with them, saying that this is somebody who's designated a terrorist by us and you're still allowing him a free run.